Dread Return is the biggest upgrade that Pauper Reanimator has ever had, and in today's video, I'm going to show you why. Let's go check out that deck list. One month ago, I debuted a brand new list featuring Troll of Khazad-dûm. You can find that video in the card above. People loved it. It was a huge upgrade for their archetype, and honestly, we just smashed in that video. Today, we're running it back, but with another brand new card. This time, it is Dread Return, originally printed in Time Spiral. For 2 black, you get a sorcery to return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flashback, sacrifice 3 creatures. You may not be aware of this, but this is the first ever 4-mana Zombify effect in Pauper. Zombify, always an uncommon. This is the first one that you've ever had in black. There's a couple in white, Breath of Life and something in the kitchen or makes food, whatever. We're not talking about those today. Instead, we're playing Dread Return. And this card is just amazing. It allows you to be more resilient against discard spells, but also counter spells. But you have to adjust your deck a little bit in order to support it. So today we're playing Putrid Imp, a card that I'm traditionally not a huge fan of because it doesn't help dig for your combo pieces. That said, it does make you faster. Today we have the ability to play turn 1 Dark Ritual, Putrid Imp, discard your Ulamog's Crusher, and then Exhume on the first turn. Good luck beating that. On top of that, Putrid Imp is a creature that sacrifices to Dread Return to flash back. The tertiary mode of Putrid Imp is that, well, it can be a 2/2 flyer to get into those last few points of chip damage to close out the game. That's what we're doing here today. One other small change is that today we're going to play Oliphaunt over Gloomfang Marauder. People wanted to see this in the previous video. I ran Gloomfang because I think that this card dies against Galvanic Blast too often. Today we'll find that out. So I hope to see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We are on the play with the Rakdos Reanimator and Pauper. Here we've opened up the Dread Return. We have our Troll of Khazad-dûm. I think that this is a snap keep. Alright, we're going to lead on the Bog and pass the turn. Forgotten Cave, so likely mono red. Okay. Another Neonate. So what we'll do here is we'll play 1 Neonate, and then we'll pass the turn, and then on their end step we can cycle the Troll. Okay, basic Mountain. Searing Blaze. That's unfortunate. So we'll sacrifice the Neonate. We'll still take 3 off this. And we drew another Dread Return. Okay. We gave them the target. So even though you removed 1 spell, or removed 1 target, the spell still had another target, so it's able to resolve because it still had a legal target, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So I'm at 17. Dark Ritual. That does allow us to cast a Dread Return here. Okay. Here we go. Having more cost-efficient reanimate spells is just so good. Okay. They play a Synthesizer. You've got that. Reckless Impulse. And they missed... Oh, they did have a land. Okay. They just wanted to go to second main phase. Sure. They revealed double mountain. We'll take a draw step. It's Putrid Imp. P5-0-fum. Get in there. So they'll take 6 here, going to 14. And we'll play a Scrapwork Mutt. We'll discard Dread Return. And let's play a Putrid Imp. I am the beatdown. Pass the turn. And we're already at a spot where next turn, if they kill my Troll, I can flash back the Dread Return. And just having a high density of creatures that we're able to sacrifice is just so great. They have 6 cards in hand. They play a Forge Chanter. So this will block our Mutt. And the Festivities. So I could discard both of these, and our Imp would live. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I'm going to let it happen. Okay, they have 4 cards in hand. They're going to their second main phase. And they're passing the turn. So the attack from the troll here will put them to 8 life. Exhume is a fine draw step for us. Play Neonate. And another Neonate. And we still have Dread Return Flashback if they manage to kill our creature here. Just the resiliency that this card is threatening is amazing. Okay, Synthesizer. Land number 5. They have 4 cards in hand. Ren's Resolve. Their creature now becomes a 3/5. Monastery Swift Spear and a land that they cannot play. They play the Swift Spear. They're 1 creature short of blocking the troll. Oh, they think that they're the aggro deck. Okay. No blocks. I'll take it. Draw for turn. Let's unearth the Scrapwork Mutt. I may discard a card. Discard this Lotus Petal. And now we get into the red zone. So, both of our creatures have Menace, so they would need like a Lightning Bolt or a Lava Dart here. That is an illegal block. You may not do that. All I can think of is Newman from Jurassic Park with that. Still can't do that. You may block the Scrapwork Mutt. There you go. So this is 8 damage. Currently, they would need a Lightning Bolt. They have the Lava Dart. Okay. So we will discard the Mutt here. Draw a card. Crusher. Okay. And now they'll take 7. Going to 1. And they're going to flash it back, targeting the other Neonate. We will discard the Ulamog's Crusher and hope that we draw land here. Faithless Looting. That's a little disappointing. Alright, so they'll end up taking 6 to 2 life. We just have to pass. Alright, they're at 2, we're at 13. They have 2 prowess creatures. They have 2 cards in hand. They use a Synthesizer floating 1 mana. They do get to create a Samurai here. They reveal another land, so they flooded a little bit this game. So they now have 3 legal blockers for our troll, if that's the line that they want to take. Ooh, they're playing defense. Love it. Okay, let's Scrapwork Mutt. Discard. Looting. So I guess they don't have any creatures in their graveyard at the moment, so if I want to do this, I should Exhume now. Get back the Crusher. And that this way, after they don't get to bring back a creature after they've blocked. Swing, swing. All 3 creatures go in front. Let's block like that. Not surprised with the Lightning Bolt, so our Mutt will die. And I kill the first 2 creatures, and then you get to keep their Monastery Swift Spear. And that's why I shifted the blockers, because I realized if the blocking order was different, then I would have only killed 1 creature. And now it's Ulamog's Crusher versus a Monastery Swift Spear. Another Synthesizer. You got it. Kessig Flame Breather. Yeah, you've got it. Would you like to attack? Nothing could possibly go wrong. They Lightning Bolt me with their last card in hand. That's an interesting choice. Okay. I mean, it's an instant. They didn't need to do that. They could have held on to their Lightning Bolt. Let's go to combat. Ulamog's Crusher has to attack. That is part of the words on the card that came up in the comment section of the last video a lot. A bunch of people are like, you don't have to attack with your Ulamog's Crusher. Actually, you do. So here, we're getting in. They have to sacrifice 2, and then they have to block or else they're dead. So they're going to throw their Samurai token in the front. And we will flash back a Faithless Looting here. Discard 2 creatures, and we're going to throw a Neonate on the battlefield. And this will just mean if our opponent draws a Fire Blast, we're not dead. Play the Neonate. Blocker. Pass. I guess technically if they drew Fire Blast, I'd go to 1. So probably not dead either way, but it just helps secure that victory. And that is game number 1 over red. Love to see it. Here we want Unexpected Fangs. That card is just so good. Cast Into the Fire isn't great against this build, but it is good against relics, and we have to be able to answer those, so we'll bring those in. Alright, so we're at 67 cards at the moment. I think... we have a lot of discard outlets. I think against a lot of graveyard hate, you want to get rid of lootings. And I'm going to board out Putrid Imp. And one Simian Spirit Guide. So Putrid Imp is fine, but we saw in that game that they had the, what was it called? And the Festivities. And having a bunch of 1-drops in your deck, or 1 toughness creatures, I should say, is sort of a liability. And I think Neonate and Scrapwork Mutt are just a little bit better than trying to live the dream with Putrid Imp. This hand is great. Keep. So this is a turn 3 Crusher. I could go for the turn 2 Troll, but I think the turn 3 Crusher is just a better move. I go to 19. Play the Bog, we'll pass. Kessig Flame Breather. Yup. Dark Ritual would be our best draw here because we could Scrapwork Mutt, discard, and Exhume all in one clean turn. Draw for turn, it's Lotus Petal. I mean, that's not bad, but it doesn't exactly do what we want here. Play the Mutt. If we can draw another Lotus Petal or Dark Ritual, we have 3 Simian Spirit Guides, so 11 hits out of 51 cards. The Mutt now resolves. Discard the Crusher. Hey, we drew Lotus Petal. Turn 2, Ulamog's Crusher. Just like we drew it up. Exhume. We're in good shape. Let's see what our opponent has in store for us, though. Land number 3, they have 4 cards in their hand. Chain Lightning on the Crusher. Do you have 3 burn spells for my 8/8? Alright, we take 1 off the Kessig Flame Breather. I am unable to copy the Chain Lightning. Mind Collapse? Wow. Alright. I guess they only needed 2 burn spells here. And Lava Dart for the Mutt. We're taking a bunch of damage. They have 1 card left in hand. We're taking 5 down to 10 life. Wow, what a turn. Alright, so another Exhume would be our best draw. Another Mutt. I'm going to play the land. We'll play a Mutt, discarding a Troll. Also, Dread Return just became a good draw for us. Another Mutt. Okay, we'll pass. Reckless Impulse, okay. Land Lava Dart. Yikes. Okay, that was very good for them. So we're going to 8, and they have lethal? Yeah, we're just dead. Turn 4, through a turn to Ulamog's Crusher. Yikes. So they have 4 damage on the battlefield, and then they can flash back 2 Lava Darts, which is enough to kill me. They don't even need to do it now. I am just dead to both flashbacks at any point with their Flame Breather. So let's cycle. Might as well grab a land. That doesn't do it, so we're off to game number 3. Okay. I wonder if on the play if we want Duress. Try to protect our creatures a little bit. Also hit something like a Relic. Bring back in the Spirit Guide. I'm going to try this and just try to go faster than Relic and not need Cast into the Fire. This hand is so close, but we have to mulligan. This hand doesn't have a creature or a way of getting a creature to the graveyard. I think you're supposed to go to 5. I don't know if a 4 can win. Okay, we will put 2 Crushers on the bottom and hope that our first draw step of this game is a Putrid Imp. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to win this. Turn 1 Mountain. Monastery Swiftspear. Come on, Putrid Imp. Pretty please. Draw. I mean, I could play a turn 1 Oliphaunt. Is that even good? I don't think it is, but that's what we're going for here. Dark Ritual. Cycle. Grab a Bog. Exhume. Pass the turn. Another Swiftspear. They Chain Lightning me. Alright, please deck draw land. Oh, they have the Fire Blast. Yeah, this is the problem. Like, if this was the Gloomfang right here, we're in this game. But the fact that this thing just dies to tons of removal, I don't think it's very good. They just eliminated us from the game, I think. Might as well grab the other Bog here. Pass the turn. Gloomfang would have been much better. We'll take 2, going to 8. They have 3 cards in hand, 1 land. Exhume. Alright, let's try to bring back the Troll. Land number 2, they have 3 cards. Reckless Impulse, okay. Looking to fade exactly Mind Collapse. They did not reveal it. Did we just turn the corner? Nope. Ah, come on. Jeez Louise. That's the game. They got us. Alright, so we are now 0-1. And I'm already not a big fan of this card. Gloomfang Marauder at least wouldn't have died to Fire Blast, which means that the secondary Exhume might have gotten the job done. So, kind of a bummer to see there. But we're going to keep our head high and try to win match number 2. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Let's try that again. We're on the play. We'll keep it. I will try to not complain throughout the entire video about this card, but I'm already regretting starting the league with this. Alright, we will play the turn 1 Swamp, pass. Alright, Affinity. So, Oliphaunt is a little bit of a risk here just because for toughness dies the Galvanic Blast. That said, Affinity recently has been changed. Ooh, alright. We are pivoting off of Oliphaunt. It's been pivoting to be Esper. So, them having Galvanic Blast is slightly less likely. Discard this Crusher. Here we go. It's crushing time. Pass. Turn 2 Seat. Pass down. That's no fun. Alright, well we do have this Dread Return. We will pass. And they are on a red list. Okay. Dread Return on Ulamog's Crusher. Let's try it again and hope that this time it sticks. No end step cast down. Big fan. And they are not on the Esper build. All that glitters is the reason to be Esper now. They play a bridge into Mirror Enforcer. Yeah. Let's attack with their Crusher. They have to annihilate 2. They get rid of the Enforcer and they keep land 3. I'm going to just play a Spirit Guide here, which seems crazy, and I wasn't planning on doing it in this video, but it's one more creature towards the possibility of flashing back Dread Return. It also protects us from Chainer's Edict, which is a possibility. They're going to Deadly Dispute here by the looks of it, and they do. Drawing 2 cards and creating a treasure. Concession, sweet. I believe we want Cast into the Fire. We probably want Duress. I think that speed isn't necessarily important in these matchups. I'm kind of down to board out some of the faster mana. I don't know if it should be Dark Ritual, though. Spirit Guide is probably good to board out. Like, Dark Ritual just casting Dread Return I think is a little bit more important. Let's board out 2 Faithless Looting. Bring in the 3rd Lotus Petal again. Let's try this. I think this is like kind of a surprise, but I talked about it with some of the Epic Storm team about how I was like, I think there's a possibility that Faithless Looting should actually be Merchant of the Veil for Dread Return purposes. And they were like, Bryant, come on, a card that's banned in Modern you don't want to play in Pauper. And I was like, okay, you're probably right. But in a deck that can flashback 3 creatures and instant speed, being able to put a creature to the graveyard for Exhume in the face of Relic is actually very good. So there's a possibility that Looting should be Merchant of the Veil, and you might not be wrong. I'm just throwing that out there. This hand is good. Keep. Card 1 Bridge. They're on 5 cards, so now they have 4 left in hand. Play a tap land, pass the turn. Okay. Exhume. We'll cycle the Troll. Grab another tap land. Play our Lotus Petal. And turn 2 Exhume. Here we go. Black, black. They have a cast down, which is fine because we have 2 more reanimate spells in our hand. Alright, let's start on a Duress before we Exhume. We'll take another cast down. Exhume. Pass the turn. We know that they have Mirror Enforcer and a Deadly Dispute. They play a land, which means that they can cast a Mirror Enforcer here. With the way that this game is played out, I think I might actually cast into the fire that. Let's exile their creature. Get in there. This puts them to 14. They've drawn a card, so they have 1 unknown plus a Deadly Dispute. They cast Deadly Dispute, so we no longer know any of the cards in their hand. They cycle a Lorien Revealed. Okay. They have 2 cards at this point. Another Troll. Love it. So we would have to worry about Metallic Rebuke here, but I could hardcast the Troll, and that's my game plan. Dark Ritual. I can't help but think of the Lord of the Rings video game I played for PS2 when I was a kid here. Legolas shooting down trolls. I mean, the art is almost identical. It's really uncanny. They have 2 cards left. I have 2 creatures that need 3 or more creatures to block them. So it pretty much has to be a removal spell here. Mirror Enforcer, 1 card left in the hand. Was it a cast down? Did you find your 3rd one? Artificer. So this does give them 3 creatures. Okay. Interesting. Let's get in there. So they'll go to 2 life because they can gang block 1 creature, but that's it. We're going to put that Misfault Bridge way in the back. They have no hand. And we're going to cast Dread Return on our troll. It's back. Alright. The difference between 4 and 5 for Summon Undead and Dread Return so far has been night and day, and we are 1-1. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and Mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Alright, time for match number 3. We're on the draw, and unfortunately I don't believe we're allowed to keep the solo Simian Spirit Guide hand, so we're going to take a mulligan. Dark Ritual, Troll, Exhume, sign me up. We will keep this, and let's bottom the second Dark Ritual. Turn 1 Troll of Khazad-dûm. Basic Swamp, I don't love that. Basic Swamp usually means removal spell. Okay, land number 3. And it's realistically land number 4 because we're about to cycle the Troll. So we will have the ability to flashback, or I'm sorry, to hardcast Dread Return later. Exhume. Oh no, it's Troll on Troll violence. Uh-oh. And we're the ones on the draw here. I gave them a Troll of Khazad-dûm. What was I thinking? And they Chainer's Edict me. What a blowout. Yikes. Okay. Our opponent just showing me up here. This is embarrassing. Okay, let's Faithless Looting. Discard the Oliphaunt and the Bog. Pass the turn. I don't think it's possible for us to win this. Chittering Rats. Yeah. Okay, they got me. They just absolutely crushed me there. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's bring in Duress. We definitely want those. I don't know if Cast Into the Fire is good against our opponent. We're going to board down on Faithless Looting. I don't think we really need those here. In fact, I think I'm going to board them all out. Let's resubmit with that change. Alright. Game 2. After getting annihilated. I mean, this hand is close. We have essentially 3 lands, but it's a slow start. We're resilient against Chainer's Edict. I'll try it. We'll just play the Swamp and pass. They have turn 1 Swamp. Okay. On their end step, we will cycle the Oliphaunt. Admittedly, in this spot, it is better than the Gloomfang because it gets us our second land at 1 mana. And there's land number 3. Play the Putrid Imp. Pass the turn. They cycle a Troll. Okay. Fool me once. Land number 2. They sign in Blood. On their end step, we'll cycle the Troll. I think we're just going to grab another basic here. I could grab the Bog because we don't have any 3-drops. But you never know what you're going to draw. I don't think mana is going to be a choke point for us here. Another Dread Return. That's actually pretty good. because that means that we can follow up with back-to-back Ulamog's Crushers without giving them a troll back. Alright, they have 8 cards in hand. They're at 17 life. Chittering Rats. We'll put a Dread Return on top. Alright, we will discard a card to give our Putrid Imp flying until end of turn. And then, surprise, surprise, Dread Return on the Crusher. Attack for 1. They go to 16 life. They sign in blood going to 14. Also, Putrid Imp just being Chainer's Edict fodder is also very good. Snuff out. Okay. They're at 10 life. They attack for 2. We'll go to 18. They still have 6 cards in hand. Dread Return back the Crusher. I could discard my hand here, but I'm 1 card short of giving my Putrid Imp threshold. So they'll take 1 to 9 life here. And they just had all the removal. Okay. That's unfortunate. This looks like a Gray Merchant. Vampire Sovereign. Okay. That is a blocker for a Putrid Imp as well. I would love to draw a Scrapwork Mutt here. Not the case. Player land. We're a Dark Ritual away from hard casting this other Crusher. They have land number 6. They sign in blood down to 10 life. Duress. I could discard the Lotus Petal to the Putrid Imp here, but I'm never going to block, so giving my creature flying here just doesn't matter. They play a Vampire, sure. They draw a card and lose a life. They're at 9. They cycle their Troll. And they grab a Witch's Cottage. They attack for 5. So I'm going to go to 8 life here. No blocks. Draw for turn. Spirit Guide. Play the Spirit Guide. Discard the Crusher. So now I have a 2/2 flying. Get in there. They go to 7. They sign in blood down to 5. Witch's Cottage, okay. They attack for 2, I go to 6. Thorn of the Black Rose. Believe I'm just dead. You draw for turn. Dread Return. Which card is most likely to allow me to win here? So the issue is that Oliphaunt dies to Snuff Out. I mean, both creatures die to Snuff Out, actually. Oliphaunt could give Putrid Imp +2/+0 and Trample. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, the Trample, they have so much on defense that I don't think Trample actually matters here. So we will bring back the Crusher. And I can't swing through, so I have to pass. Snuff Out. That's enough to get the job done. It's worth noting that if Oliphaunt... I'm sorry to keep on harping on this, but it's actually just true. If this was the Gloomfang Marauder, I could turn Putrid Imp into a 4/4, and that would swing through the Vampire Sovereign. It is a relevant play that we had access to last turn that I wasn't able to do. We'll take 2 down to 4. Chittering Rats, that's fine. I mean, I'm just dead here. Like, I don't have a draw that gets me out of this. Oh, Oliphaunt. Alright, we are 1-2. These changes, I mean, Dread Return has been very good. I think this card has cost us a couple times at this point, but we're going to keep our head high, try to win the next 2. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Alright, round 4, we're on the play again. So we've won a lot of die rolls, but haven't converted that many wins. Here we're missing a large creature. Otherwise, this hand is fantastic. We'll mulligan. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I think we have to go to 5. Our brand new 5-card hand is turn 2 Ulamog's Crusher. We will keep. Put a pair of Faithless Looting on the bottom. Alright. Swamp Putrid Imp. We will pass. Forest, I like Forest. Llanowar Elves, okay. Those are not things that kill an 8/8. We'll draw for turn. Let's give our creature flying. Why not? That's the important part here, is I need that Putrid Imp to fly. Exhume! And a concession. Nice. Turn 2 win. Alright, so we're facing land destruction. I'm going to bring in Cast Into the Fires, just in case they have spell bombs or relics. We'll board out 2 Faithless Looting. and 1 Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, this is turn 1 Oliphaunt. That's probably okay enough against Hansa. This is like one of the few matchups that this card might actually be good enough in. Turn 1 Basic Forest into Quirion Ranger. Okay. This might actually just be Walls combo. Dark Ritual. Dread Return, okay. I was hoping for a Dark Ritual. We'll cycle the Oliphaunt. Grab a Geothermal Bog. Exile a Spirit Guide. Play Lotus Petal. And then Exhume. Pass the turn. I wonder if I was supposed to get a second mountain instead of this Geothermal Bog. I was just thinking that I didn't have a black source, but now I can't play Scrapwork Mutt on turn 2. Yeah, it's walls. Okay. Oh, it's actually just elves. Interesting. Cast into the fire. We will attack for 6. And I'm going to be lazy and just cycle this now. Grab a mountain. Pass the turn. Priest of Titania, you have it. Fun thing about Priest of Titania and Quirion Ranger, they both died to a cast in the fire. Rangers. Okay. They play another Ranger. Llanowar Elves. They can use Quirion Ranger's ability to untap a land if they needed to make another mana. We'll cast into the fire, killing Priest of Titania and Quirion Ranger. And now this time, me not getting Geothermal Bog is biting me a little bit, because now I can't hard cast the Dread Return. So, maybe punt. Land number 4. Now they can play the Huntmaster, and they do. So now they have enough power in play to block my Oliphaunt and kill it. Vinthorn Elves, okay. They have 1 card left in hand, and we don't know what it is. They choose to attack. We'll draw. Oliphaunt. And by Oliphaunt, I mean Dread Return on an Oliphaunt. And I could swing here. I'm going to wait because next turn I can target each other with the triggers. 4 mana. They play another Huntmaster, triggering the Huntmaster. Okay, so they have 1 card left in hand. Now they're tapping some creatures. 3 mana in mana pool. 4 mana in mana pool. Another Huntmaster. Wow. Okay, so I might actually... I think our opponent is stabilized and I'm not going to be able to win this game. That is unfortunate. Wow. Draw for turn. Alright, Scrapwork Mutt. I need to draw Cast into the Fire here. That's one of the few cards that could save me. Discard a land. Discard, and we draw Dark Ritual. That doesn't help us here. Okay, I just have to attack. Swing, swing. Okay, so we have a pair of 8/4 Tramplers coming in. They conceded. That's not the game. So our opponent here should have put a Huntmaster and a token on each creature, and then I have 8 damage trampling over. You put 1 more Huntmaster in front of another one. These die, and then you have like 5 or 6 creatures versus my Scrapwork Mutt. That was a very early concession from the opponent. I would have... They're not going to let me see my next cards. Okay, we're 2-2, but we didn't really deserve that one in my opinion. Let's try to win match number 5. The Command Tower software by Eminence Gaming is perfect for hosting your own Magic events with features such as easy-to-create event registration for 4-player and one-on-one Swiss-based games. Event management has never been so simple, and it's done on the web, no downloads are required. You can sign up for $5 by visiting eminence.events/subscribe. The 5th and final round, we're on the draw, and we've opened up turn 1 Ulamog's Crusher. I am keeping this. Basic Forest. Uh-oh, we saw what happened last time this happened. And we hit a Putrid Imp. So we have turn 1 Crusher 2 different ways. Dark Ritual. Play the Imp. Discard Crusher. Play our Mountain. We'll play Neonate. Exhume! That was sweet. Love it. I love it. Pass the turn. Nice Llanowar Elves. Turn 1 in Pauper. Turn 1. I love it. I love it. Going to the post-war game. Okay, so once again, I think we want Cast into the Fire. We'll board out 2 Faithless Looting. And I think I actually want the Spirit Guides. Let's try 1 Scrapwork Mutt. Okay, so this hand is a hard cast troll on turn 2. I'm okay with that. And then we have cast into the fire back up. Turn 1 forest into Finned Horn Elves. Okay. Lotus Petal. I believe that means we have a turn 1 troll. No storm count to worry about here. We can just put all of our stuff into the zone that it belongs. Dark Ritual. Turn 1 hardcast Troll of Khazad-dûm. Pass. 2 mana. Oh, am I facing elves in back-to-back? Wow, that's kind of shocking. Elves is not a very popular deck. 3 mana. Yeah, that's wild. That's really surprising. They have 2 cards left in hand. We draw an Exhume. Not going to use that. We'll cast into the fire, killing 2 different elves. Go to combat. Swing, swing. Okay, let's see if they can stabilize from here. Priest of Titania, that's certainly a good one. They're going to attack for 1, I'll go to 19. Another cast into the fire? No. I mean, if I draw another large creature, we can put it into play, but not really the spot we're in at the moment. They get to untap with Priest of Titania here, which is insanely scary. Lead the Stampede. Was my turn 1 hardcast troll not good enough? It was a draw 4, apparently. Timberwatch Elves, Huntmaster, Elvish Vanguard. Yeah, I think we were just stopped. We lost this. Turn 1 Troll of Khazad-dûm was not good enough. I am good to concede here. Wow. Okay. What to do, what to do. I think I want all of the possible ways to put a large creature into play. So I think I'm actually going to board down on Scrapwork Mutts and keep in Faithless Lootings. Because Mutt's not great against elves anyway. So we're going to try this out. Just turbo with a little bit of disruption. So here I have a Crusher, but no reanimate spell, no way of putting it to the graveyard. We're going to mulligan. So if I draw one of 8 spells, I could have an early Ulamog's Crusher. I don't love this, but we're going to try it out. Bottom, an Oliphaunt. I feel like this is going to bite me in the butt. Turn 1 Putrid Imp, pass. Crusher is the best way that we win this matchup. So we have 8 hits here. We're just trying to draw into one of them. Dark Ritual means that we're only a couple mana away. Grab a mountain. I'm going to offer the trade here. They don't accept. So with me cycling Troll of Khazad-dûm, if I draw anything that is +1 mana next turn, I can hardcast the Crusher. Priest of Titania. I would also love a cast into the fire now. They have 4 cards in hand. They play a Sentinel. We'll cycle the Troll. Grab a Swamp. Anything that is +1 mana allows us to hardcast the Crusher. Let's go. Another Crusher. Not ideal. We have to pass. Winding Way. Dispel. Wild. Okay, so they found exactly a Llanowar Elves off that. They have 1 card left in hand, and it's a Llanowar Elves? So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, deck. They're going to offer an attack. I don't think I'm supposed to block here. Draw for turn. That'll do. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. That's 7 mana. Ulamog's Crusher. Pass the turn. Land. So they didn't draw anything good. Exhume. Spirit Guide. Let's attack with Crusher. Triggers Annihilate 2. They can sacrifice 2 lands here. And then just take 8. They could even chump block if they want. So I could play the Simian Spirit Guide as a blocker. It means that if I draw Dread Return, I can't cast it. That's really the downside here. But I think one of the few ways that I lose this is if they decide they want to try to race. So let's play the Spirit Guide. Quirion Ranger. Okay. They don't attack. There's an Exhume. They have no creatures in the graveyard. Let's discard our Crusher. Exhume. Get back Crusher. And let's attack. Annihilate 2. They throw an elf in front of the Crusher and they take 2 down to 9. This is their last draw step. They had 6 mana. What was your draw? Their best possible draw in their deck? Wow, Distant Melody here was insane. He draws 6. Holy moly, this is a game now. Okay, they play a Sentinel. Yeah, I mean, this is not guaranteed for us now. Because next turn, the Timberwatch can make any of their creatures larger than my Crusher. Wow. And now they can add 9 mana with the Priest. Another Lead the Stampede? Oh, wow. They hit their best card, and I think they're going to win now. A pair of Elvish Vanguards. Okay. Cast into the Fire is probably the card I want to draw. What a game. Draw for turn. Looting. That doesn't help me here. So we can give our Putrid Imp flying, and it becomes a 2/2. And then we just swing out. They have to sacrifice 4 permanents. And then the second Annihilator trigger. It looks like they're going to sacrifice the Forest in play and 1 other creature here. Alright, so now they have to figure out blocks. So they have to block at least 1 on each. So they're going to take 4 going to 5. Okay. Am I dead? Did I mess up? Was I not supposed to swing out? Maybe I was supposed to leave back the Spirit Guide? So they play a land. They can add 12. They drew Winding Way. Oh my god, another runner. Yeah, I'm dead. I just died. Oh, if I had left back the Spirit Guide, maybe I don't die here. So I guess maybe I'm still dead, actually, because if I leave back the Spirit Guide, they can just wait to see what I block and then pump. So that didn't matter. Wow. Yeah, I mean, props to the opponent. They pulled it off. I am just dead. They have definitely lethal, because they can use the Quirion Ranger as well. Yeah, there's no chance that leaving back Spirit Guide here mattered. Props to them. I mean, they hit their Distant Melody. It wouldn't have been enough. And then on top of that, they hit the Winding Way to kill me, which is just incredible. So we finished this league 2-3, and you could look at, you know, a number of things in this league, but I think realistically, Oliphaunt cost us. This should have been Gloomfang Marauder. A bunch of you in the previous video said that you thought that this was better. I hate to say it. Some of you were wrong. This definitely should have been the other creature. But other than that, I liked the Putrid Imp. Dread Return was absolutely insane, and I think Casting the Fire in the sideboard was a great upgrade. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and obviously I love playing this deck. I'll play it again in the future, so if you have any ideas on how to improve it, I'm all ears. Have a great day, and as always, keep storming. You know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed the deck list in today's video, go to the comment section, check out that pinned comment where you will find 2 links. One for TCG Player, so you can buy the deck, and the other is so that you can rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Card Hoarder is the best rental service for Magic Online. They truly make playing online extremely affordable. Go check out Card Hoarder today.